Here's everything you need to know to come to Challenger playing MF, coming from a Challenger professional player. The current build that I like the most on MF is Hubris Rush, into Collector, into LDR, or Mortal Reminder if you need anti-heal, and then Infinity Edge. And then you just sit on basic boots, and you go either Berserker Greaves or Ninja Tabai if you feel like you need the armor. This build is incredibly good snowballing, it has very high lethality, and it synergizes perfectly with the runes that I go every game. These are the runes that I love to go on MF. I love Dark Harvest on MF because it works so well with Hubris stacking. You now have two sources of infinite stacking, and it works incredibly well in solo queue where people are permanently fist fighting, and you can use the MF's E to easily get Dark Harvest procs when you're winning lane. Here's some of the tips and tricks that you need to know while playing MF. First of all, you want to start Q in most games, and some games you can start W if you don't think you can contest push and you can't fight level 1, since the extra movement speed is really useful. I don't put a point in E until level 4, so I go 2 points into Q, and then I put an E point at level 4. Then you want to go nearly full max on the Q or 4 points into W max. The trick to winning lane on MF is to understand when the Q will bounce and when it will not. If I stand here, Q doesn't bounce. If I stand here, Q bounces. If you can understand this mechanic well and be really good at using the Q on minions, you're going to be able to win a lot of trades. MF is very weak in all-ins due to how her passive works. If she continuously hits one target, she does very, very little damage. But if you're hitting a target and then hitting another target, aka you're doing an auto attack on a champion, then on a minion, and then going back, and then you maybe get a Q in here as well, that is how you win trades on MF. All-ins are not going to be your ally. You want to poke the enemy down with Q, and you want to make sure that you're playing far with range until you get a good HP lead, and then you can start to try to all in. Your standard combo to do the most damage is going to be auto, Q, auto. You always want to make sure that you get the auto attack before the Q so that you don't have to wait for your damage. If you do it the other way around, it's going to be a lot worse damage-wise. MF is really OP right now. I recommend you guys to play her a lot. She just does insane damage. Even if you fall behind early game, you're going to do crazy amounts. Just remember, get good at the Q bounces, take short trades, don't fall into all-ins, and look for good ult angles, combining it with the CC of your teammates. Good luck.